The year was 1782, when Tippu Sultan was crowned the ruler of Mysore. He orders the abducted young princess of Coorg to be moved to Piriyapatnam from Goruru. Hearing this, the Coorgs rise in rebellion. Tippu Sultan sends his commander Hyder Ali Beg to suppress the rebellion, as he comes with a large fleet of army and fails. Raja Kankeri was sent to his assistance. At first, they achieved some success, but overwhelmed by the Coorgs attacking in all the directions, Hyder Ali Beg runs for his life, where Raja Kankeri makes his last stand and is killed in action. It's a victory for the Coorg. Tippu Sultan grows more furious, and a new rebellion breaks out in the year 1785. He orders his commander Zain ul Abdin Sushastri with 15,000 soldiers to enter Coorg and suppress the rebellion, and with the intention of conquering Kodagu overnight. But Kodava warriors, with their troop of an estimation 4,000 to 5,000 men, meets the sword at Ullu Galli, the modern-day Suntikoppa. With Mysore army commanded by Zain ul Abdin Sushastri with 15,000 of his men will be defeated by the Kodava's guerrilla warfare techniques and bravery, and his baggage was captured and a number of his men were killed. Zain ul Abdin Sushastri manages to escape to Madikeri fort, but finding out he could not hold any longer, he retreats towards Bettadapura, which is in Kushalnagar. On hearing this news, Tippu Sultan collects a second army and re-enters Coorg at Ullu Galli, and he came to terms with the Kodavas and stays there for 6 weeks, and comes with another cooperative settlement with the Kodavas at Madikeri. After 15 days, he went to Talakaveri and he encamps at Devattuparambu, which is in modern Ayyangeri village. He sends a message to all the Nalnad Kodavas, inviting them for a negotiation as a part of his cowardly plan, stating that his main enemies were the Marathas and the British, hence he would want to end the war with the Kodavas and head back to Srirangapatna. Learning about the invite, Kodavas from Nalnad gathered with their families on 13th of December 1785 at Devattuparambu, located on the banks of river Kaveri, to negotiate as the sun behind the mountains of Kodagu. Kodavas came to Devattuparambu unarmed. Meanwhile, half of the Tippu's army was inside the forest waiting for the Kodavas. Once Tippu Sultan was sure that he had unarmed men, women and kids trapped, he ordered his army hiding in the forest to massacre all the Kodavas present at Devattuparambu. Troops hiding behind the bushes pounded on unarmed men, women and kids, slaughtering more than 70,000 Kodavas without mercy. Some of the Kodavas escaped and they were chased down by the Tippu Sultan's army later, capturing about 90,000 Kodavas and were deported to Srirangapatnam prison. It is said that the scale of massacre was so huge that the water in the river Kaveri turned red due to the blood oozing out of the dead bodies, and continued to flow red in color for 12 consecutive days. The captured women and children were subjected to immense physical and mental torture. The young men were all forcibly circumcised and incorporated into Ahmadi Corps or Tippu's army. The captured were subjected to forcible conversions to Islam, death and torture. If you did like this video and to make more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and share this video.